In the heart of the Amazon, a tribe's ancestral land is finally protected. Could this change the fate of the rainforest?
Today is May 18th, 2025. Brazil has just recognized the Munduruku tribe's ancestral claim to Sare Muibu. That's over 178,000 hectares in the Amazon. Why is this significant?
The Munduruku have been fighting for this land for decades. Sare Muibu, called Daje Kapap Api in their own language, isn't just territory. It's where their origins, their traditions are rooted. It's spiritual, historical, and practical all at once.
So this recognition gives the Munduruku legal protection, right? What does that actually mean on the ground?
It means mining, logging, or any big development is now illegal unless the tribe consents. The government's supposed to enforce this, remove invaders, prevent unauthorized activity. But enforcement, that depends on resources and political will. Will the government follow through?
That's the thing. Laws can change, but in reality, illegal activities don't just stop overnight. Deforestation, land grabbing, they've been widespread. How do the Munduruku actually monitor and report when something goes wrong?
They've built up their own organization over years, Asociación Indígena PAIP. They track incursions, document the evidence, and work with allies, especially environmental and human rights groups who can amplify their reports internationally.
International pressure matters, doesn't it? Especially with COP30 coming up in Brazil. The world's attention is on how the Amazon is managed. Is there a risk this is just a symbolic move before the conference?
That's a real concern. Indigenous leaders are saying, don't just make gestures. Let us participate in climate talks. Research shows indigenous managed lands are the most resilient to deforestation. Shouldn't their stewardship be central to climate policy?
But there's still political pushback. I've seen reports about draft bills and constitutional amendments that could actually weaken protections, allow mining, or delay future land recognition. How much of a threat is that?
It's significant. Some legislation could strip indigenous veto power over what happens on their land, maybe even let the government exploit resources directly. For groups that haven't gotten recognition like the Munduruku, it's a big obstacle. Do you think this could set a precedent, or will other communities be left out?
So, the Munduruku's win is a milestone, but the broader fight isn't over. Does this legal recognition change the global conversation around indigenous rights and environmental protection?
It does, in some ways. It's a precedent for environmental justice. It shows that legal frameworks can work if they're enforced. But it also exposes the limits. Many indigenous groups still face barriers, and political risks are real. The Amazon's future and the climate's hinge on decisions like this.
The Amazon isn't just a local issue. Its fate is tied to global climate and biodiversity. Protecting indigenous land rights isn't just about culture. It's about the planet. Will policymakers see it that way with COP30 coming up?
That's the key question. The Munduruku's victory is a reminder. Those who've protected the Amazon the longest may be its last best hope.
The recognition of Sare Mubu is more than paperwork. It's a test of political will, law enforcement, and global accountability. What happens next will shape how the world views indigenous rights and environmental stewardship.
Thanks for joining us. The Amazon's future is on the line, and so is ours.
This episode was powered by mynews.studio. Try it now for free.